All right, I'm just waiting to make sure that I hit the right button. Hopefully just a few seconds it will upload here. Hello, hello, if it is going. Let me check this one more time. Oh, nope, we're good. We're good. All right. Hello, friends. Hello, and welcome to my crafty space. Welcome to halfway through November, which means we are halfway to December. And today I am going to be working on some December daily foundation pages. I have quite a few lined up ready to go. Guys, I'm so excited that you are here. Oh, hello from Southern Indiana. You're not too far away from me, right up here in Michigan. All right, you guys, I'm so glad you're all here. I don't know about you all, but this has been a week. I feel like every week I probably say that. Like, it's been a week. I think any week that you are stuck at home with two little ones is always an adventure, we'll put it that way. So, wow, Germany, amazing. Hello and welcome, you guys. So, yes, I have been chipping away at my foundation pages, which if you guys have never seen any of my videos or have heard me talk about December Daily before, my approach to December Daily is very different from most people. I actually I prep almost my entire album in advance so that when we get to December, I am just putting in photos and stories and lightly embellishing and calling that a day. That helps me to finish my December album before January hits and just to get everything wrapped up pretty quickly while still having a life here at home, celebrating the holidays with my family, and doing all of that. So that being said, I do have probably over half of my album foundation pages done, which feels so good. And my goal, fingers crossed, is to have all of them done. I did say originally by the end of this week, but that's probably not going to happen because now we're going to like deep clean our house this weekend. So my crafty Saturday is now gone and will be designated for cleaning instead. But hopefully I will have my whole album foundation pages done by maybe Thanksgiving. So we'll see how that goes. Today I've got 3, 4, we'll see. I've got at least 5 pages that I can get to. We'll see what I can finish and what I have to do off camera. So I'm going to go ahead, get you guys flipped around, and check out my desk and get these pages going. So it is going to just take me a hot second here just to get everything adjusted. So bear with me for just a minute. Okay. All right, let me just make sure that you guys can see my desk real good here. Did I turn you on accident? Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, see, it's always good to check. All right, so there we go. So let's get to work here. All right, I was working on some stamping stuff before I turned the camera on, so I had my stamp chamois out. All right, so we are just going to jump in. So a lot of the pages that I've been working on, I have also filmed some process videos for. Anything that is not or anything that is my own idea. So if something was not my idea and I scrap lifted it from, let's say, product play or the prep party or something like that, then those ones I did not film, figuring that if you guys want to see those processes, then you can definitely check them out in those classrooms. So the first thing that I want to work on today is not in this one. I am a 2 album girl, so I've got my first album here, and I've just been working from the beginning of the month to the end of the month. So this one is like pretty big and chunky already. The other one I've just started working in, so it's not as chunky. So we're gonna open up here too. I'm gonna see if I've got anything here. Oh, thank you, Ro. Yeah, I love this shirt. This is one of my favorite holiday shirts. It's just kind of warm and nice. So, and I'm glad I'm not the only one who is who is a foundation page girl. I love my foundation pages. Okay, so we are going to open up to right here. So this is a page that I worked on earlier this week. This will be a process video, and mostly it's this page right here is what you're going to see the process for. The idea for this is to be my home decor page, so my story about all of our home decor. This card I just didn't attach right now. I'm going to eventually, but that's going to hold my journaling. I left it detached so I can go ahead and type my journaling on there. And then I've also got a chipboard piece that's going to attach to this side. And then this is interactive, which is really super fun, and I'm so excited to share that with you guys. So in between these two pages, my thought is to include something kind of like what Morgan did for her product play lesson. It's funny because we both had the same, like a very similar idea. And then she shared it with me and I was like, you know what, you go for it and I'll just wait and do this later. So this is nothing that like super mind blowing. It's just a triangle here that when it opens in the middle becomes a giant triangle. So every year in my album, I include some kind of piece in my home decor page that is a shape that opens up to create like a full shape. So the first year I did December Daily, I did a half circle. So it opened up to create a full circle, and I had a picture of my wreath in the middle. Last year I did half of a hexagon, and then when you opened it, you had the full hexagon, and I had a picture of a different wreath in the middle. This year, my plan is to use a triangle and to have it open up, and in the middle, I'm going to put a big picture of our Christmas tree. So this is going to be a full page photo, which makes that fairly simple. For the sides though, I want to actually portion these off and create maybe 3 triangles for each one, where I can put a photo, maybe 2 photos and some pattern paper. So what I want to do right now is just kind of figure out this template. So I am going to just use one. You know what? First thing I might do is hole punch one of these. So yeah, this is just going to be a template that I'm going to be able to adhere my photo to. So this is just going to take a couple of minutes. It'll be super quick and easy. If I can see the holes, that would be great. All right, let me position it. Looks like right about there. Okay. So one of them I'm just going to stick in, and that will just go in the album. The other one, I want to, darn these little thingies here. Okay, so the next one I want to do, I'm actually going to grab another piece of paper. I wonder if I have a piece that's big enough. Are you big enough? Sure are. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to make one, because I actually want this to be both sides. So let's just draw this triangle, and then let's position this off. Thanks, Tashi. Hi. Good to see you guys. Yeah. Well, Scrappy Sister podcast today. Yes, so Sarah, you listened to the Scrappy Sisters podcast, which is so awesome. For any of you guys who listened this week, did you guys enjoy the December Daily Roundtable? We've got another one coming next week that I'm super excited for you guys to see. Whoops, that wasn't even. Okay, let's erase this up. You guys are from all over. This is so exciting. All right, so let's just go like maybe there. Okay, cool. So that's going to give me like 3 triangles, and I'm thinking what I can do is I've got black and white. So what if because like these could be really cool to make something with words. for like one of them. This can totally be a photo because I think that something will fit in there real nicely. This one, and what we'll do is we'll just do one for one side and one from the other. Yeah, saving it for, Steph, I see you're saving it for your run. That's awesome. Okay, so let's just cut that. This is just a scrap piece of paper. All right, and then I'm going to cut these pieces and we'll have our templates. So, okay. Now let's make sure I have them pieced back together the right way. Shoot. Okay, that would have been smart. Wait. Why? Oh, you know what? Because this goes on the side. Okay, so it goes like, no. What the heck? Okay, so this one goes like that, right? No, I have this totally wrong. Why did I do this? Why am I going crazy right now? Okay, wait. You guys, okay, wait, note to self, pay attention when you are cutting your piece. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, wait, we got there. And, no. Yes. There. Okay, we're gonna, let's be smart about this. So we're gonna go one, and this is, we're gonna say edge. Okay, two, edge, edge, and three. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we got this. Now we know where they go. All right, 1, 2, 3. So, let me see here. So I've got some papers that I could go through. I also could use some journaling cards, which I love to do with journaling cards that I'm not going to really use. I also have this. So, like that could work. None of those. You guys get to see how much my stash is depleted by. Okay, kind of like the black and white. I'm saving that for a different page. This is also really cute. So the colors that I used for this page in particular come from the Kelly Perky. That's cute too. The Kelly Perky black and white set, which I really liked. That's kind of cute too. I really liked the black and white and red, and I like the way that it goes with Allie's products, because one of the things that I like to have when I'm doing December Daily is a lot of different papers and patterns to work with. Okay, so let's pull this back over so we can kind of see what we want to do here. So I know, you know, I can go ahead and hole punch this too. I know that everything is, for the most part, that black and white and red, but some things are going to be green because I'll have like my picture of my tree, and some of my decor items are going to be green, or they're going to have green on them, so I do want to keep that in mind. Okay, so that is my tree. So when it opens, that's going to be a full picture, so we need the front and the back. That's going to go over here. So let me see here. We could do, and my journaling for this one is going to go on this portion, but I also like the idea of having little spots available in this as well. So I'm thinking that 1 needs to be a pattern, 2 can be a photo, and 3 can be journaling. Or 3 can be a photo and 2 can be journaling. I think I like that. Let's see what you guys are saying. We're cutting up cards already? We sure are. Yes. You know what? It is warm here. I saw somebody asked if it's warm. It is like unseasonably warm today. It's been, we had a day last week. It was last Monday. And it was like, it was so hot. I like this. It was so hot. It was 80 degrees in November, which is unheard of. That's like unheard of in Michigan. And then it got really cold. And then it just recently warmed up again. Like it's weird. The weather's just weird. Okay. So we're just gonna cut things up. Yes. Oh, okay. See, answering questions for me. Thank you. So yes, is it warm by where all of you guys are at compared to normal, or is it just like northern, or the Midwest, I guess, of the United States? Like it's been so weird and warm lately. But I agree with that. Okay. So this one will go here. That will be journaling, I think. And I think I'll do that the same on both sides. So where'd my pen go? Teens to 40. Ooh, that's chilly. Is that cold compared to normal though? I don't know. Is Maine colder? Knowing. And okay. So the other thing I need to do is add a number. I already know my numbers. And I might not adhere this down. I might not adhere down my number, but we'll at least pick one out that we like. So this is going to be day 7. So I've got a wood one, which that's kind of cool. Okay. Because that would be where the journaling is, so I have to think about that. I also have this one. That's like a white one. And do I have the color? Oh, I do. And I have this one, which could be really cool. So let's see what we think. Just want to make sure. Okay. And I've got, nope. I've got the black one from Allie. Okay, so we've got a slew of 7s here. This is these guys are beautiful. These color cast design ones are just gorgeous. Okay. So we've got a couple of different choices for 7s. And I'm honestly thinking, I might, like, what if I made this the pattern, made this the journaling, and made this the photo? What do you guys think of that? Here, I'll cut a piece, then we can decide. So, because if I did this as the pattern, then I can put that 7 on there. And that'll be kind of pretty, I think. Right, so it'd be like that with the 7, a photo, and journaling. What do you guys think of that? And most likely what I'll do is I will journal on here. No, sorry. I'll journal on here about whatever photo this is. And then the same for back here. I'll do the same thing. So let's figure this out. So like I don't want to do that. So maybe I'll do the red. Although this goes in the middle, right? So we're doing this in the middle. Although I might not do it in the middle. So maybe on this side, I'll do the pattern here, the photo here, and the journaling here. What do I want to do? I like the presents too. Yeah, this collection was just so pretty, you guys. So pretty. Okay, so I could also do the black and white tree. Okay. It's just a question of where to position things. So I'm cool with this one, so I'm going to just adhere this down. So this one is going to go right here because I like that. I like that. I like it with the, let's make sure that's the right edges. It looks like it. slightly too big. Okay, so I like it like this for this side. So I'll save that for a photo. I'll save that for journaling. The back side, I'm thinking I'm going to go with, I kind of like this one with the trees. And then I could do, you know what I could do is I could print my journaling white on a red background and put that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Okay. So yeah, you guys, so I just kind of had like a rough idea of what I wanted to do here. And I figured that instead of having everything like planned to a T, I would bring you guys on the journey of figuring these pages out. So that's what we're doing today. Some of them are planned out to a T, but you know, it wouldn't be me if it wasn't. Okay, so let's put this guy on here and get going. Now this looks like it's slightly too wide. I did trace these, didn't I? You guys watched me trace these. Okay, let's make sure that we are just right here. We are. Okay. So then let's just go for it. Okay, so we're going to grab some of that. Despite what people say. Laura, Oklahoma is really nice, actually. My younger brother lives in Oklahoma, and he lives like outside of Oklahoma City, and it's a really nice place. We had never been there before. He moved there for work, and when he did, we were pleasantly surprised at just how nice it is there. Okay, see, it is a little bit too big. I don't know what I was thinking. So yes, I agree with you. Oklahoma is nice. Except for the tornadoes. Alright, so let's just, what's that saying? The like measure once cut or measure twice cut once? Alright, yeah. So we're just going to make sure that we have this right before we stick it down. Okay, so that's going to be my black. And then I'm going to do journaling. So I'm just going to write that right on here. Journaling. And we'll say, we'll figure that out later. And then photo. Okay, so we're going to have journaling, photo. Then we're going to flip it. Put holes back in here since I just taped something over it. Okay. So we've got that. Then I can put my 7 on here, which looks really cool. And it will slightly overlap some of that, but that's cool. I'm fine with that. So I think that looks really cool. And then we'll go to the opposite side. And for this one, we want to make sure I've got my edge right. I need to move this. And I'm going to do this tree pattern. So I'm going to do a tree pattern and same thing, journaling and a photo. So we'll do, okay, what do you guys think? Should I do the pattern in the same spot or should I do it up high? Where do you think? There or there? While I figure out these pieces, where they go. That one's going to go here. That one's going to go there. Okay. What do you guys think? Top or the same spot? Same spot, you think? Okay, so the papers in this collection, some of the things, so like all of these acetate pieces came from Allie's kit, but these 2 journaling cards and all of these papers that you see came from Kelly Perky. They were in the black and white Christmas collection. Okay, so you guys say same spot. Okay, let's do same spot then. I trust your judgment. I trust you. So we know that this is going to be angled this way, and I want these to be up and down. So we're going to go like that. That way they are the right direction. Okay. All right, so then, like this. So then I can probably just find some kind of embellishment to put on this particular triangle. All right, see, easy peasy. I'm glad I waited for you guys to do this because it's not that, I mean, I probably could figure it out, but I like having the input. It helps me to make a decision on what to do here because this is a lot of different patterns playing with each other. So, you know, just making sure we got it right. All right, so that one will go there. All right. And it's not perfect. Like I did trim off a little piece there, but I can live with that. I'm fine. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing. So we'll go journaling and photo. Cool. Oh, and holes so that it can go inside here. Okay, so that gives me that one. Okay, so this page is going to go like this. We're going to have this here. I'll show you guys how this is interactive because I think it'll get you guys excited for the process video when it comes out, which I believe is going to be not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. I like to work ahead and schedule things ahead of time so that, you know, so that I know you guys have content coming for, you know, from me to you. But let me put all this stuff away really quick because I'm feeling cluttered. And then I'll show you how this page works because it's super cool. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Keep these guys away too. So this is what I'm going to do here. So I am documenting my home decor on day 7. And the around here was a stamp set from the prep party that Allie created. And I just like spliced it apart so that I could do the words separately. And I used vellum, colored vellum to create the title. So this right here, this little like remembering chipboard piece is going to adhere onto a photo that is up in this slit. So then, so imagine that this is like adhered on here. So you'll be able to pull on the chipboard in order to get this to come out. So then this is going to be a photo of my tree skirt. That is my plan. I have a handmade tree skirt that I inherited from my grandma. So imagine that the chipboard piece is right there. So this is going to be a photo that comes out of the page and then it just goes right back in to hide away. So I may add some journaling. I probably will add some journaling right inside this circle on the top in order to talk about the tree skirt and then it can come out. So that is that. Then, so that is a process video that will come out for you guys. So then this side is going to have this layered piece here with the 7 for the day. That will flip over. And again, journaling photo. I will probably do white text on red or white text on black. That could be cool too. Or red text on white. So something to play with the same colors of this whole spread and the photo. Then we'll have the full picture of the tree. And then again, a photo and journaling. And then this will just be some added, I wanted to give myself like lots of room to add words this year because that's my goal, is to add lots and lots of words into my album. So that's why I've got like a spot here and here and here and here because I want as much room as possible. So that is going to be this spread. What I'm going to do is pull just a piece of one of these page protectors, and that's where I put all of the pieces in to hold them, and I just stick them in the album. So when we get to this day, I've got these pieces that I want to use already here and ready to go. So that is going to be day 7. Also, like I don't need this one anymore. but I do need these. So this is going to be my journaling template, right? So we're going to write journaling. And this is going to be my photo template. So when I go to create these, I can use these pieces to help me measure and cut my pieces in the right shapes. So we'll add those into this little piece too. Okay, so that finishes my day 7 for home decor, and I can put my envelope back away. So you guys know that I like to sketch things out. So yeah, I had like this, here's my sketch. And now we saw it come to life, and it's amazing. I'm super happy with it. So, okay, so next we're gonna move on to another page, which is somewhere. Okay, we're gonna move on to another one that's in here, and this one is back here. So this side right here I already created. I didn't film a process video because this is actually from a past product play class. I believe product play 2, potentially. I just found a picture from Allie and I scrap lifted it. So that is that. I also added this Twinkling Lights acrylic piece on here. That's from Colorcast Designs, because this is going to be where I document our scavenger hunt that we're doing this year. And this year we're on the hunt for Christmas light displays around our town. So we're going to be going for a drive to find Christmas lights, which is going to be super fun. But I figured that the page that's going to go with it, I can do with you guys. So here is what we've got. So I'm starting with this this background paper, which I believe this was from like an old one little word kit potentially. And this page, the colors are basically white and brown and green. So I actually don't think I have any papers, because what I want to do is create a, some kind of edge that this can sit off of. Or let me grab this page and then we'll see what this looks like, because if this is on here like so, what I want to do is to create an element that I can tie. So I want to tie this tag onto the page, but I want to be able to untie it from the page, take it off, and open it up to see all the pictures from the light shows that we find. And I want this to go in the middle. So it's going to look something like that. I need to figure out what to put on the sides. So maybe I'll go into my pattern paper to see what I can find. Or potentially, what do I have in here? Because maybe I could do like a transparency, which is slightly too small. Darn it. Are you too small too? No. Oh yeah, yep. I must have made this a little bit bigger, although I could trim you. This is one of my product play. You are a bit bigger. Okay, so I could trim this down slightly. Oh, I kind of like the silver where these don't line up, but that's okay. Or, so let me grab this. Okay, come on. Okay, so we can see what this looks like next to each other. So that is the copper. I don't really like the copper. Okay, I like how the silver plays though, because that is silver, the title, right? These are just a pile of transparencies that I have. I still really like this though. But could I layer them? I don't know. Is that too much? Let me see here. No. Maybe. No. 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 Maybe. Okay, so okay, so you guys, okay, what do we think? So we've got the silver. I could just put the tag right on top of the silver. That's kind of pretty, actually. And then just ditch the paper altogether. But I want to attach it onto the background. Gee, decisions. And this is why I'd rather make those decisions now and not have to worry about it in December. No, that's a no. Tag on the silver. Okay. So, the question is, how do I want to attach it? You know what I could do? I know what I could do. Okay, we got this. We got this. Do I have green thread? Yes, I do. Okay. Okay, here's what we're doing. So we're putting that away. Putting this away. We'll fix that later. And we'll leave that out just so we can remember. So we're going to need this. We're going to need the tag. We're going to need that, and I need a piece of paper. Because I want this to be adhered down because I don't necessarily want, I don't want this piece to move. Like, I don't need the back of that. So we're just going to adhere it right down. Let's grab a paper. Should just grab a stack of paper because I'm going to need it anyways. Okay, so we've got paper, we've got this. So I am just going to stitch it down. Okay, let's make sure that there's nope, it's not there. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that. I am happy. I am so happy to give you guys an escape from reality. Honestly, making these YouTube videos and doing all this stuff gives me an escape too. You know, so it goes both ways. Okay, so this I'm going to stitch on here, and then we're going to create this card. Actually, I might create the tag first. So on our scavenger hunt, what is it? What about cut down the paper so it's just a layer? I could do that. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, and that's, so, Laura, your comment about cutting slits, that's what I'm going to do. So I actually, which is why I needed it to go on a separate piece of paper and not on the back of something else. I'm going to I'm going to punch 2 holes in this and slide this ribbon through those holes so that I can then basically take this tag and put the ribbons through the hole and tie a bow right here. And that way it attaches it to the page. So, yep, that is exactly my plan. Before I do that, though, I want to actually make this into a booklet. So, on our scavenger hunt, we have to find 12 things. And the scavenger hunt is something that I put together for us every year. Normally, we do it in a mall, or we, find our things in a mall. This year, we're not doing the mall, so we are going to find Christmas lights instead. So one thing I will do for you guys, I forgot to update all of my, all of my description, that's what I'm looking for, before I started today's video. So after the video, I will come on here and update the description box and give you guys a couple of different things. So I will put in the scavenger hunt document that I created for us this year. I always like to create them in a 3x8, so it's like a little, it's this size, and it has like instructions on it, and then all of the different things you have to find. So I will put that in a Dropbox folder for you guys, so if you want to snag it, you totally can. I also am going to be working on a project today where I created a cut file for it. So the same Dropbox folder will have that cut file as well. It's not there right now because I forgot to put it in there, or I forgot to update my description with the links. But that way, I mean, if you guys want it, it's there for you. Okay, so I know that these are 3 inches, but are they a true 3 inch? Not quite. So let's go, I'm gonna go here. So what I'm gonna do is make a book that flips open. And what I was saying is that we find 12 things every year. So what I might do is, like, if this attaches here, which I will cut out the corners to make it a true tag. So if that works there, then I can have one on the inside. So that would be like 1, 2, and we'll figure this out. See what you guys are saying. Remote control car on my feet. A giant spider. Kara, that's so funny. Ooh. Okay. So we'll do that. So here's a funny story. I see you guys are talking about bugs, spiders and ladybugs. So Izzy loves bugs. She loves bugs. And like one of her favorite bugs is a spider, which, you know, is like totally not my favorite. But she gets so mad if we kill bugs in our house. So whenever we see them, she will like go and like grab them and cup them and take them outside and set them free. It's so cute. And I hope that she always is not afraid of bugs because I know like that could totally change. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 9, 10, 11, 12. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that would be all 12. Although I might want one more so that it closes nicely. Okay, let's do that. One more. And then we just can figure out what size those photos would need to be. Well, actually we would know, right? Because if it's a 3 by 4, then they would need to be 3 by 2. So when I go to print my photos, I need to remember to print them at 3 by 2. Okay. All right, so this should do it. That's so funny. Etienne, we did the same thing. We had a spider. His name is Toby, who we haven't seen in a while, but he lived in our, like, the door of our house leading to like our backyard. And we thought it was so cool and all this stuff. And then he disappeared. And then we found out that the outside of our house, as far as we know, is like infested with spiders that are Toby spiders. And I'm not so sure we love him anymore like we used to. Because he brought his whole family and there's so many of them. So we've actually talked about in the springtime that we need to like hire a company to come in and take care of them. Because it's very possible that they've made their home in our attic, but I'm not going up there because I do not like spiders. So I guess they can live there for the winter because I'm not going. We're all kind of like babies. And he is basically he's called a noble false widow. So he comes from the widow family, like a black widow, but they are not poisonous. They do sting you though, I've read. So if you get bit by one, it's kind of like getting stung by a bee. So I definitely don't want to go get bit by hundreds of spiders in our attic. It's so nuts. Next level, yeah. I don't want anything to do with Australian spiders. No, thank you. Okay, so we've got I'm thinking I'll do a journal card. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then I can cut that off. And then we have the end. 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. Not cutting that off. This is where math comes in, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, because that would be the end. So you would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and a card. Okay, yes. Yes, we're good. Ortho home defense. Okay. Well, that, I'm going to have to look into that, Millie, because, yeah, these spiders are like, so, yeah, so gross. Okay, so let's trim you. I was going to cut it with my scissors. My cats are sitting right next to me fighting. So if you hear the loud meows, darn it. Apparently my trimmer doesn't like when I, okay, well, that's lovely. Apparently trimmers don't like when you score things. Whoops. But that's okay, because okay, so now I can adhere you down, but I want to take care of the corners. Actually, maybe I'll do that once I adhere it. That way we don't get ahead of ourselves. So let's go with this. Oh man. Puppy's getting bit and stung. When I was a kid, we had Siberian Huskies, and they used to eat bees. And the bees would sting them inside their mouth, and it would like make their muzzle swell to twice its size. Like poor animals getting stung and bit by things. They don't know any better. Okay. So, all right, let's do it. Huh. Fire ants, yeah. Good Lord, cats. Get out of here. Do you guys hear them? Can you guys hear them? They're so annoying. Okay, so I'm thinking what I'll do is just stand it upright. That way I know we are at a good level. Cool. Wait, what? Put green foil or paint or lights in there. Oh, on the inside? That would be super cool. That would be super cool. So something I found this week is we've been working on cleaning up our kids' basement and getting rid of things. It's like my favorite thing to do is to get rid of things. So we were cleaning out the basement, and I want to say it was last summer we had gone on a vacation to Western Michigan, like on the west side of Michigan. We live on the east side. And we went to like this bookstore that was having a fairy makeover. Well, they had those like rosette headbands that they gave the little girls with their fairy makeover, and they had those flashing like fairy lights in them. Well, the headband we've kept, and it was just in tatters. So I was throwing it away when I was like, you know what? I could totally take those lights off, and look at, they are like multicolored little lights. So I was like, I can totally do something with this. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but there they are. And it's the kind that you press. So I'm like, I could totally put it underneath some kind of cardstock and put like a press button where you would just press on the button to turn them on and off. So I don't know. I have to think about what to do with that. Okay, so this is my card here. The next thing I want to do, because I know I can put 2 decorative cards on it. So I can do the inside, this first one, and maybe the last one. Oh yeah, I don't know, it does this sometimes. Okay, so let's see what we got. Yeah. Do you guys like that, the COVID, like Christmas balls? It's funny. Okay, so this is for the lights. So I've got a journaling card in the pocket to add my journaling to. So I don't necessarily need this to say, that could be kind of funny. I don't necessarily need this to say, to have any journaling in it. We all need a little Christmas. That's kind of cute too. And then I've also got the Be Merry and Bright, which I kind of like, and love these moments. More sparkle, less stress, maybe. I love the tree for maybe something else. Christmas morning, nope, nope, nope. I don't need that. And some older stuff. Okay. So let's go with one of these. So I'm thinking not that one, since everything else is not Allie, or not that bright, even though I really like that. Right. Okay, so I kind of like the Be Merry and Bright on the inside, right? And then when we go to the back side, we could do Love These Moments, They Bring Me Such Joy, or More Sparkle, Less Stress. Yes, please. I like the Be Merry and Bright for sure, because we're going to be looking for Christmas lights, so that makes total sense to me. This fit in there with that folded. Well, we can make it work. So we're going to make this one work. And I just got to figure out what I want to do on the back side. And we'll hole punch this guy and get it in the album. I like it. More sparkle, less stress as your motto. Yes. Yep. Yep, I think that needs to be my motto too. For sure. Because we've just had too much stress this year. Like, collectively. Collective stress. There's just been too much this year. It can relax now. You know? Alright, so let's put this in here. I just want to get it in here so that when I fold it, it doesn't cause a problem. Okay, there we go. Then I can trim it off. So what is everybody's plans for Thanksgiving next week? Is anybody doing anything? We canceled our plans because we were originally going to go spend Thanksgiving with my husband's family. But with everything being what it is, we canceled. And that's that. So we have to figure out Thanksgiving dinner for ourselves and what we do and don't want to cook. Yes. This world should just end. Oh, I like that. The swap food. I like that. You know, and my mom said that to me. She's like, maybe I'll come drop you off something on your doorstep that you can have with Thanksgiving. So for me, I don't really like turkey. I never have. I will always eat it because like it's Thanksgiving. So you guys, I just put the wrong one in here. So we're going to do Be Merry and Bright. Okay, well, that works. Anyway, so, well, that's what I get for not paying attention, because I meant this to be Merry and Bright. Oh, well. Anyway, so, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I don't really like turkey, so for Thanksgiving, I will typically, like, get a slice of turkey and put it on my plate and douse it in cranberry sauce and mashed potatoes and gravy and all the things and like eat it like that. I don't know why I don't like it. I just never really have. I do like ham though, so I'm thinking about getting us like a baby ham to make and seeing how Aaron feels about cooking. because I don't really want to cook. But, you know, I will. So, but mashed potatoes are a must. And macaroni and cheese is a must. And cranberry sauce is a must. What else? We usually make like a sweet potato casserole. Yeah, that's got to happen too. So we'll just kind of make do with what we can, you know? Well, yeah, so I agree with that. Like, Thanksgiving has the best sides. So I am the same. I'm the same way. Like, give me all the sides. All of them. Okay, okie dokie. Well, that didn't really. Let's try that again. I should probably get my smaller ones. That would make life a lot easier here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is this will be photo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then on the back will be 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, this can be something too. You know what? We're just gonna go for it. Why not? We're gonna put this one here, and then we'll call that good, because then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for all 12 photos. Perfect. Let's go for it. Why not? Yeah. Maybe it's texture for me too, Laura. Maybe that's why I don't like it. I don't know. I just have never really liked it. I feel like the only turkey that I kind of sort of liked was one that was deep fried, which was pretty good. Maybe it's something with it being dry, and even, I feel like sometimes even the dark meat is dry too. That's just kind of a dry, turkey is just kind of a dry meat. Also, funny story, we're learning about Thanksgiving at school, and like, because you know, so if you don't know, I homeschool my daughter and our neighbor's son, which was a decision we made when COVID was being relentless, which I'm glad we made the choice, because, you know, things still haven't calmed down. But we are learning right now about Thanksgiving. That's like our social studies topic. And we were talking about how long ago that people had to go and hunt for their food and fish and grow things, and like you couldn't go to the grocery store to buy food. So we've been talking about like hunting for food, and the kids never before realized that like meat comes from animals. And it was just like, I think we'll be lucky if the kids will eat meat here for the next couple of weeks, because I feel like it was a little bit traumatizing to realize, like, wait, chicken actually comes from chickens? Yes, chicken comes from chickens. But I don't know, it's just funny. Okay, so here we go. So this is my little tag booklet here. So we're gonna have, the photos will go on either side. Everything's kind of nice and closed off. I'm going to go ahead and hole punch it, and then we can figure out getting it attached onto the page itself. So I want a pencil right here. All right, so we're gonna go here. I wonder if I can just, I think this is gonna be too fat to fit in here. Yes. So we will go maybe over top of this one first. Okay, then I can do the rest of them. Get that out. Okay. All right. So there's my tag booklet. Awesome. Awesome. Now, on top, what is happening right now? Okay, so on top of this, I'm going to put this little wood veneer piece, because I think that is really cute. What is the name of that punch? It's called a power punch. Okay, yeah, let me get to these questions for you guys. So the punch I just used is called a power punch, and it will punch through practically everything, which is what I love about it. The hole is bigger, so, you know, you do have to keep that in mind. For most things, though, it's not a terrible thing because sometimes these little tiny holes are hard to turn in the book. So having them a little bit thicker does help with that. The adhesive that I use to put all these cards on is just score tape. It is from scrapbook.com. It's their the one that I use is 1/8 of an inch, but I generally like to keep both 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch on hand. I like score tape because it has a bit of a stronger hold than, say, roller adhesive, but really either works really well. And just an FYI, if you guys didn't know, the scrapbook.com website has all of their exclusive products on sale, like 50% off today. I actually need to remember that because when I get off of this, I need to go and place an order for more adhesive because they've got their adhesives on sale 50% off, but they also have the, where did I put that? These envelopes that I love to use are also on sale 50% off. So I want to go get some more of these ones. The large, so this is, I believe, why don't I just measure it? I can tell you. This is 7 inches tall by 10 inches wide. What's awesome about these is they fit the 6x8 papers in them. Whoops. So like if I'm putting together a project and I want to keep everything stored together, the 6x8 papers fit in these, and then so do the page protector size. So like I can also fit one of the, like let's say transparencies, that fits in there too. So I love this bigger size because it's a great place for me to put all my projects since I generally like to work in a 6x8 album. If you have a bigger album than that, then, you know, they won't necessarily fit. But I did see they also just came out with 13x13, or maybe they're 15x15. So I'm tempted to get some of those too. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that is going to be the tag booklet. So next what I need to do is finish up the page that I will adhere it to. So I'm going to grab my sewing machine out, bring it up here and stitch this onto this so that, you know, it can adhere really well. Let me stick that to the side and that to the side, that to the side, all this stuff to the side. We'll go from there. All right, so that can go there. So I am going to go ahead and get this set up here. I'm so not used to having this roller cart, which is awesome because it gives me like a little bit of extra desk space to place things, except right now it's got a bunch of crap on it that I need to like clear off. Okay, so there's my foot pedal and power cord. And let me get this plugged in. So I'm thinking that I'm going to use green thread. Do I want to use green? Because it's going next to green. I could just use white. That'll make it blend better, but I like the idea of using green. Because then I have this green, that green. Oh, what do you guys think? Should I use green thread to stitch this thing closed? Or stitch it on, not really closed? Or just stick with red? I have gold too, but I don't want to do gold on silver. Although I guess it's not the worst thing ever. Because that could actually be really pretty. Maybe I'll do gold. I cry. Oh, bro, you need to get your sewing machine out. Okay, I'm gonna go with green, you guys. You guys are saying green. Yeah, get your sewing machine out. Because, yeah. Okay, And I opened this up upside down. I hate when I do that. As you guys are like, did you see how, I saw that. Do you see how organized they are? Well, yeah, until I open it upside down. Okay, so let's get these back in. Get in there. Okay, so, oh my lord. There we go. All right, let's just stick with green then. Green is the winner. Get out. Okay, so let's put these in. Yeah, you guys, you got to get your sewing machines out. So I think the biggest thing with sewing is just that you have to keep at it. Like, keep practicing, keep going, and the biggest part of all is if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. You can do a couple different things. One, you can rip it out of whatever it is you're sewing, which, you know, it's fine. Or, like, you can just make it messy, because sometimes messy stitching is really fun too. Okay, now the fun part. Fun part is threading this baby. I have a nicer machine that is for clothes, like sewing fabric. And it has a threader on it, which is the best feature. It is the best feature, because then you just like stick your thread into the automatic threader and it does it for you. I got it. I didn't get it. No. Come on. Got it. Come to me, thread. There. Okay. So, let's get the other green. Okay. So, let's stitch this guy on. Okay, so this might be a little bit loud. I apologize. I'll try to do it as quickly as I can so that you don't have to listen to the jackhammer. And we'll go for it. Okay. Get this out of the way. Okie dokie. Okay. All right, so there's that, which is a little wonky, but that's okay. We will live with it. So now I can trim off the paper. And trim off the paper. So one of the things that I do not have, actually there's a lot of things that I don't have, but I don't have any way really of foiling anything. So I don't have a mink machine or a foil quill. So this kind of makes it almost like I foiled something, kind of, right? I'm going to say it counts. All right, so we've got, the last thing I need to do here is punch some holes so I can hang this tag right here. And I think I'm going to need my long arm hole punch for being the superior Tashi. Well, first of all, Tashi, thank you. Second of all, I am not the superior species. Whatever. You just take that right out of your mind. All right, there we go. Ugh. A little wonky. No, I don't mean like my stitching is wonky. I mean like it's not, like the papers themselves, I think, are not quite, they're just not like totally, there's like a little bit of a bubble. I don't know if that makes sense. But that's okay. It's totally livable. I don't mind. All right, so let me grab my long arm. Okay, so here's long arm hole punch thing, and which I've actually used way more than I ever thought I would. So I'm glad I have it. Okay, so if we want this to show up, like, what do I have that would erase off of this transparency? Because I don't want there to be a mark. But let's say, let's do this. So we know that the hole for this is at 1/2 inch. Okay, so it's 1/2 inch down. I want to, this is tricky, because I want to get this in the middle. Okay, so I do have a laminator. I need to get, like, what is it? Heat resistant something? I don't know. It makes me nervous to use a laminator to foil something, but maybe I just need to get over that. Just try it. All right? Okay, so we've got, let's just go like, oh, wait. I saw an idea. Yes, I saw that idea where I do have sticky notes. That's a great idea. Where is it? Oh, that's such a great idea. Okay. Yes. Who said that? Was that Kim? Post-it. No, it was, I can't. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, genius. Okay, so I want this to go in the middle, like there. So I know that the hole is there. So I'm going to have this come out. Let's make sure we're centered here. Okay, so you are going to come out like, let's do one like here and one here ish. Cool. We're going to say that's good enough. Hopefully I get this right. So I want you to be the bigger. Yep. And I hope that's in the middle. That doesn't look like it's in the middle. Is that better? Okay, because that would be you going here. I think you need to go up. So what if I put you there? All right, good enough. We're calling it. Okay. Oh, and a dry erase would have been a great idea too, Millie. I didn't think about that either. Okay, so we're going to go for it. And okay. Let's see if this worked the way I want it to. So, Next, I've got this, it's like a velvet ribbon that I got from Tim Holtz. I'm using this one because I really like the greens. I'm trying to stick with a lot of green on this particular spread for no other reason than I just had a lot of green with the trees and I thought it would be pretty to keep the theme going. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I have it going through the 2 holes that I just made. Then, so this is going to make it so that I can actually untie this tag and pull it off the page. And I think that that will be really cool. Yeah. Seeing if I'm missing anything over there with you guys. Okay. So we can pull it through the tag, right? And then we can tie it into a bow, which I actually do it this way. That way it's the velvet that shows. There we go. And we'll see how that looks. Okay. All right, so okay. So there we go. And I can turn that. Okay, so that is essentially this one, right? So now we're all set up and ready for a story, which I think that that's really cute. And so now that won't fall off the page, but I can take it off, open it up, and it's got all of the pictures in it. Put that down. So I think that, yeah, that turned out really great. Okay, thank you guys for your advice on that one too. That helped. Oh, and I'm excited. So I thought about doing it on my own, and then I was like, I know that if I get this done, that you guys will want to know how I did it. So I figured I would wait until tonight to get that part done. So there we go. So that's that one. Love it. And then, so the only thing I have left to do for this first half of my album is the this page, which is just going to be like a quote. I'm going to stamp out a quote and put that on the background, which I think I had some ideas. I really like this quote. I don't remember where it came from. I think it's actually from Elf. It says, "There's room for everyone on the nice list," which I like that a lot. I'm just going to stick this on here so I know what to do. So, and we are nice and chunky here, but, you know, that's kind of the name of the game for me in December anyway. So that is going to be this one. We will close it back up here and put it away for the first half. So then we can open up the next one. Just clear off the space where this puppy goes. And we'll pull out the next one. So the next page that we're going to work on is going to be this one, which I definitely need some advice on this one too. So I saved it for you guys to help me, tell me what to do. Okay, so this is going to be for decorating. These are some sketches I have for other ideas. Anyway, we're going to be decorating gingerbread houses. So I wanted a page to document the gingerbread house. So my idea, where do you go? You are supposed to be day 14. Let's see if I can figure out what days these are. 16. Okay, so you actually go before this. Okay, so here's what I've got to go with this spread. So I purchased this cut file from Paige Evans, and I have 2 ideas. So the first is to back it with this pink paper, which is cute, right? And just to have that be like a pattern. So then I could stitch it on the sides and make the house into a pocket, just like I did for December Daily. What do I have? Oh, and I also have this magic is something we make. I think that's really cute because, like, you make a gingerbread house. Anyway, so that was one thought, and my plan is to put a full page photo on this side. So I'll have a full page photo of the gingerbread houses that we make. Then I want to make this into a pocket. You know what? I wonder if I've got, let me see something. Let me see if I've got more of that particular paper, because I'm almost thinking that, you know what? I think I might. Ooh, I hope I have enough to make a full, I don't. Dang it. So like I could have made a whole page out of that. Okay. But do I have enough of this one? And this pink paper is, I believe, from the Marigold by Maggie Holmes. But I do have enough of this one, which is that same collection. Okay, so I could do a full page and stitch this down onto the full page and make it a pocket just on the page. My other thought was to take this stencil, and this is a star stencil, I don't know if you can see that, and to do some texture paste on, like I could do it on here even, just to add more onto that. Dang it, I really wish I had this as the full page, because I like that better. I like that better than I like the polka dot, but I don't have enough. Okay, so I could do this on the pink polka dot and just call that a day. I could put texture paste on the pink polka dot and then put the gingerbread house on there, right, as the pocket. Or I could do just like plain white. I could do plain white with texture paste, right? It just fell, or the chipboard. And then put the gingerbread house on top of that. So I could also tint the texture paste pink, potentially, and do that. What do you guys think? What should I do? Yes, Teresa, I so agree with you that nothing makes you feel as like OCD as watching a child decorate a gingerbread house, and you're like, oh, but don't put all the frosting in that one spot. You like really have to bite your tongue. Okay. Silver texture base. I don't have, I wish I had silver. I do have this. I have this mother of pearl embellishment mousse that's kind of like shimmery. That could be kind of pretty. Tinted texture paste on white. Okay, let's try that. I've never done that before. So if you guys went to the prep party, you'll know that I used texture paste for the very first time during that event. And then I just did it again to make a couple pages yesterday or the day before. It's so fun. I actually really like texture paste. It's really fun. Okay, so let's put this over here for now, since we know what we're working with. Okay, so do you guys think I should do the mousse, or should I do a tinted texture? I'm gonna grab my supplies that I need here. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the prep party. We had so much fun with that. We tried to make it really, really worth, like to make it more valuable than what you guys paid for it. Because that's just how we are. We like to create value. Okay. All right, so you can tint it with ink. I don't have ink. Can you tint it with like acrylic paint? Does that work? What do you guys think? This is going to be a little bit more like, what do I want to say? Kind of like pearly. And this one is going to be more, I don't know. Can you, okay, so can you prep, or can you tint texture paste with acrylic paint? Because I only have Distress Oxides. I have 3 Distress Oxides. I don't have any of the inks at this point. So yes, you can use acrylic paint. Okay. So do you guys think I should tint it that pink color? I kind of like it with the pink, like behind the house. I think that was really cute. So let's try that. Okay. So I've got some pink. I've got a little bowl I can try mixing this with. Use red paint. It'll mix pink. Oh, red? Okay, I'm going to take your advice. Okay, here's red. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I have no idea. I'm gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing, and I don't. So let's just like, I don't know. I probably don't need that much. Okay, so let's go with like that, and then let's see what happens. So I guess I can always add white to it, although the red's kind of cute too. So let's add some more white to it, I think. Okay, see, that makes texture paste even more fun, that you can tint it. That's so cool. I used way too much paint. Where's my white? My paint's like on the other side of the room. Let's put some white in here and get it pink. Have you ever tinted frosting? Same thing. Yeah, right? Okay. So let's add some white. We'll tone it down because it's a little wild. Okay, that's better. Yeah? Okay, that looks pretty good. If I can just... We're just going for it. So, I saw something about the craft-alongs. So Dashi and I had so much fun doing the craft hours that we want to figure out how to do more of them. Because it was just a blast for us to like try something new, and then to also kind of show everybody that like, look, you can try new things. There are things that, you know, she's really good at that maybe it's not that I'm not good at them, it's just that I've never really done it or practiced it, and like vice versa for her to me. Okay, so let's grab that stencil. So this is like one of the only stencils I own, which is from scrapbook.com. It's the star. It's just a star one. So we're going to do some pink stars. Metallic pink. Yeah, that would be really cute too. Christmas. We have not decorated for Christmas yet. We are cleaning our house this weekend. And honestly, I still have Halloween up in my house because I just haven't even had a chance to do that yet. So we are cleaning our house this weekend and putting away Halloween and getting out Christmas, and I'm so excited for it. Yeah, I'm so excited for it, you guys. I think what I'm most excited for is for my house to be clean again because it's been months of it not being clean because, you know, we're all here all the time, so it's constantly getting dirty. There's just not really a break. So we're getting some help with the kids this weekend as like a last kind of like help, you know, helping us out. and then we'll be able to like buckle down and settle in for the winter days that are ahead. But how about you guys? Have all of you guys started getting your decorations out yet? Are you waiting until after Thanksgiving still? I know a lot of people who normally wait until Thanksgiving this year in particular were like, nope, like, don't care. We're getting it out because we need some joy in our lives, which I can totally understand that. Okay, so there is some pink, and okay, what do I do for this bottom side? Because I want to keep it going. So can I position this somehow? Ooh, I have no idea. So, well, I guess like the house is going to go in here. So like, does it really matter if it ruins part of it? Probably not. So we're just going to go for it because I don't care. I'm impatient. Because I could just like let it dry, but I'm not going to. We're gonna let it dry here when we move on to the next one, and then we'll come back to this if we have time. And if not, I'll just do this after the live tonight, and then I'll have it ready. It's so cute with the little pink. I'm so glad you guys suggested that because I love it. And that makes me feel less bad about that pink paper being cut into where I don't have enough to do anything with it. I have enough to do stuff with it, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So, I hope I did this enough. Let's see here. I probably need a little bit more on the side too. Okay. Just judging by all of that. Okay, so see, it did mess up a little bit in the middle, but what I could probably do is maybe like put a few up here. And then, so it doesn't have to be perfect, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be messy. This is what I'm telling myself right now. And we'll call that good. Sure, why not? Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. Off screen. Let's just put all this here. I probably should wash that later. I don't have time right now, so we'll do this later. And I don't have a Mr. Tashi to help me. Tashi, I need Joshua to come help me. Okay. All right, and hopefully that will be fine. Okay, so that was fun. Have to wipe it with a baby wipe. I don't have a baby wipe right now. They're all up in the baby's room. I have a tissue though. Would that work? I'm gonna try wiping it with the tissue and see if that like gets some of it. Nope, totally does not. So we'll just, we're just gonna do what we gotta do. We're fine. If you let the paste dry on it, then what? You'll ruin your stencil. Well, okay. So while that does its thing, shoot. So do you guys mind if I like really fast like run upstairs to go grab a baby wipe? Because I don't have them down here. Do you guys care if I run and go get it? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab those. right, you guys, thank you. So I just went and washed it instead, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so, woo, thank you. All right, so this last one that I'm going to work on while that one dries, because I probably will have to finish it after the live is done. So let me just tell you what the inspiration for this one was. So one of the things that we do every year is we put together a puzzle as a family. This year, I mean, we have young kids, so it's just not going to happen. Like, Aaron and I are going to put the puzzle together. And I'm actually turning it into one of our like Christmas date nights, which are our Tuesday nights are going to be Christmas themed date nights. So we're going to do a puzzle this year. And I was watching a flip through of Kasha Gage's album from last year. And she did this thing where she took her picture and turned it into a puzzle, like cut it into puzzle pieces, and then had those in like a baggie that she could pull out and put the photo together, or put the puzzle together, which was a photo of them doing the puzzle. So I want to do something just like that, but a little bit different, and I want it to be like this book. So this is a book of fairy tales that I don't even know where this came from actually, but it's one that we received as a gift from someone. And the way that this works is it's a puzzle inside of a frame. So if I pull the puzzle out, there's actually a ridge right here that you can build the photo inside of. So what I want to do is to create a page that works just like this, but for my album. So I have a frame that I'm going to use, and which I made. So this is where I made a silhouette cut file for it, but there's also a PDF. It's very simple. It's just like a frame, like a very thin frame that has this thicker side to punch holes into. So my idea to make this work, is to take this piece of chipboard, and this is like a fairly thick chipboard. So I'm going to take that. I will adhere this piece on top. This is just like my template. I do have another one that can go on top in order to create a pattern around the edge. But I'm going to adhere this down on here, and actually I'll just do this while we're talking. And then I'm going to take my craft knife and cut out the chipboard part. Where's my glue? Here you are. So that there's like a dip inside. And then what I have, so this inside is a 6x8, I believe, is what that is. So I have another piece of chipboard that is a thinner. This one is thinner than this one. And I'm going to print my photo, adhere it onto the thinner chipboard, and cut this into a puzzle. So then you can build the puzzle inside of the frame, if that makes sense. And then underneath is where I can put my journaling for that particular story. So this will be hole punched, that will be there, and then I have this piece of vellum that I'm going to use to make an envelope to hold the pieces when they are not together. So that is my plan here. We'll see how far we can get while we are still live. So I'm going to set that to the side. And I think it'll be like a really cool way to document a story that I generally tell. Actually, I don't know if I've told this one. I don't know if I've told the puzzle story in a December daily yet. But regardless, I'm excited to tell the story in this way. So I'm just gonna dab on some glue here so I can glue this frame on. And the reason I'm doing the white frame first is so that if I accidentally like cut into part of it or whatever, it won't matter, because I'll put the red frame on top and that will finish it, if that makes sense. So this is like my cutting template basically. So we'll see how this goes. So, and I wouldn't have even thought about it until I saw Kasha's project. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. And then it made me think about this book where you build the you build the puzzle inside the book. I was like, yes, that would be so cool as a way to document this. So let me just make sure we're straight here. Okay. Now the edge is really thin, so I'm gonna have to be super careful when I work on cutting this. And that should be good. Okay. Okay, I just got glue all over my fingers and they're all sticky now. All right, so I've got my, my craft knife, and this is what I'm gonna work with to get the inside cut out. I thought about throwing this through the silhouette, but I didn't know if chipboard, I didn't know if my blade would be able to handle chipboard, just because it's not a new blade, and yeah, I just didn't want to push it. So I figured I could just hand cut it and that would be fine as well. Yeah. It's just straight lines too, so that makes it kind of easy. You just have to be careful when you get to the corners that you don't cut through the frame. So then this whole frame I will adhere down onto a piece of plain white cardstock. So, and that's where I will hold my journaling as well, right? So I think I'll probably wait to back it until the day, until the story is done. Okay. And I suppose if I don't get it just right, I can always trim it up, right? So let's make sure we got there. Here. Okay, so that gives me that so far. Let's make sure we got this one. Okay. So Pam, what I'm doing is I'm working on a page. This is going to hold a puzzle. So basically I'm building a page that's going to serve as a frame to build a puzzle inside of it. And what I'm going to do is take a picture, turn that picture into a puzzle, and then that will be built inside of the frame. Okay. I did cut the chipboard to size, yes. So I just ran it right through my, whatever it's called, my roller. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. My trimmer, I just put it right through my trimmer and it cut it totally fine. So like honestly, my silhouette probably could have cut this and it would have been fine, but I just, you know, that silhouette's my baby, so I just wanted to protect it. Okay, so we've got edge here. We're still, okay, let's just do it this way. Did that get it? Almost? Yes. Okay, so we've got the far edge. Let's get this one. I think this side I'm gonna have to trim maybe a little bit. We'll see. What did you want to try? Oh, bullet journaling. I'm charge. I'm back. Oh, welcome back, Kim. You know what? Usually that happens to me when I am live, right? Like usually I die on you guys at some point. Today has surprisingly, I should knock on wood. Today has surprisingly gone pretty well, technology-wise. Like, I'm pretty proud of that. All right, we're almost there. So, come on. I'm cutting that, right? Yes. Oh, yeah. do have to go over it a couple times in order to get through it because it is pretty thick. Some of this, like this one, this piece of chipboard I believe I purchased from scrapbook.com. I was originally going to make like my own cover or something just to give that a try. And instead I decided to use it for this. The thinner piece though is just from the packaging that the supplies come in. You know how they, like when you order 12 by 12 papers, they typically put in a piece of really thin chipboard to help protect the paper. So I keep those and use them for things like this. Or sometimes I like to make my own chipboard pieces from the digital kits. So they're great for that too. Okay, we're so close. Oops, I think I just broke my blade. That's what I get for pressing hard. That's okay though. I don't really need that big pointy part. Okay, almost there. Oh. Okay, so I can turn around the back and see where I'm missing it. Which also works really well for cleaning things up. Okay, that should release it. Yes. Okay, so that gives me my chipboard frame. So now, when I build the puzzle, on the inside of it, it'll have like this little area to go inside of, which I might need to trim down this just slightly. So I'm going to do that actually. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to trim off the teeniest bit here. And let's see how that works. Yep, I think that looks good. Okay, cool. That's totally gonna work. And the cool thing about it is that like it just has, it like gives it this stable area to sit in. Okay, so now I can add my actual frame on top in order to give it the color, and then we can hole punch it and that will be good to go. See what you guys are talking about. Bullet journaling. Okay. So for this, I'm just going to use my roller adhesive. I might still put actually I might put it on this part. Just so that I don't glue it to the table. Okay. Okay. All right, so we are going to start in the corner. Then put on the red frame. All right. I think that looks pretty good. So for an example, so you can see what this will look like, we will have white in the background, and this will be where the journaling goes, back in here. And then, okay, so this will be the frame, the journaling, and then when we get the photo done, the puzzle photo, the photo will fit right in there, and that will be like an actual photo. So the cool thing is I can have the journaling and the big photo, like a full page photo and a full page journaling, all on one paper. And if, like, although I probably will just do journaling. I was gonna say if I wanted to, I could add more pictures in here, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the one. So this piece of chipboard I'll keep in order to use as like embellishments and whatnot. And then the plan is to then create a pocket that the pieces will go in. So for this I have a We Are Memory Keepers like punch thingy. I don't remember how big you are though, so maybe I should figure that out. So you are 7 inches. So, okay, so you are 7 inches, so I'm going to punch you at 3.5, right? So we're gonna go 3.5, and then 3.5. Hopefully I'm doing this right. I haven't done this in a long time, so I think that's right. Yeah, I have not gotten this back out since, wait, it's this side. This side rounds it, right? What is that? Does this side give it? That's the one that I wanted. Oh wait, who? December Daily for the first time. So Monica, you are doing December Daily for the first time, and yes, what everybody is saying is awesome advice. Oh, you know what? Those are score lines. That's what that is. It's awesome advice to just keep it simple, do what feels good to you. You know, if you feel like I don't remember how to do this. Do I line this up and then score it? Wait, envelope, score line, A and B. How do I know what's mine? How do I know if I'm A or B? Okay, select card size. Trim paper to size. Align left edge to punch guide. Punch and score on envelope A. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so just, yeah, the best advice is to just do what feels good to you. For sure. And if you want to try out something new, it's a great opportunity to do that, but you definitely don't have to go all out, especially your first year. Okay. My first year was very simple. I just basically did photos and journaling cards and worked inside of pockets. I really didn't start with the outside of the pocket stuff until more like this year. Oops, I totally broke the bottom of that. So, right, so we're gonna go up there. So maybe I'll stitch around that too. I'm not going to do that on camera, but I think I will. So I think what I'm going to do is stitch around the edges here, and then this folds down. I don't know why I punched it like that. I did the wrong one. Like there's that weird little like loop thing. That's weird. Although, is it supposed to be like, you're supposed to do 2 of them together? Yeah, I don't want that. So, yes, I'm just going to stitch it. And then this I'll probably add some kind of bow or something next to. And then this will go alongside and hold my pieces. Actually, this will have my number. This will have my number on it. So it'll have a 14, and then you'll be able to like lift that up, take out the pieces, build the puzzle. And that will be that. So this I just need a hole punch, and then that is it for this page. The other one I'll just have to finish off screen, I suppose. Okay, I need that power punch back. How are you going to make it into a puzzle? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the photo. I'm going to print my photo at 6x8 and adhere it onto this piece right here. Once it's adhered on there, I am going to flip it over and draw a puzzle. I'll just wing it draw it, sketch it out, and then I'll just cut it out and call that good. I think I'll be able to get away without having to, so I think I'll be able to get away without having to use my craft knife, but if I have to use a craft knife and that makes it easier, then I can do that too. So, you know, that's that. Okay. All right, so that is this page. So let me stick this in where it's gonna go. You are day 15. So, right, you go in here. Okay, so this is gonna go here, like that. And then the little envelope will go right here. So, and then there'll be a different story that goes in between this and the next page. So, but I'm definitely going to have to stitch it because I ripped this on the bottom. So I will have to stitch it closed, and that'll reinforce it as well. So I'm okay with that. And I probably will just take the stitching and go all along there, just so that when it's closed, the stitching lines are on the outside as well. I think that would be cute. And that'll be good. So that is going to be day 15. All right, you guys, so I am going to call that a night, on here at least. See if this dried. So this is pretty much dried, but there's how that little pink star came out, which I think will be super cute behind my gingerbread house here. Which I might do it that way, actually, so that it covers up more of that, like, mistake area. So that turned out really cute. Yeah, I think we did really good on getting all of these projects, at least, if not done, then started. So thank you guys for coming along and hanging out while I got a bunch of these foundation pages done. Definitely keep an eye out for some more videos coming your way. I've got that swirly tree skirt one that's going to be happening here in a couple. I don't think it's this week. I think I have that one coming out next week. And I forget what the other ones are, but I have a few other ones that I've already put together. They're just, you know, waiting in the wings for you guys to see them and maybe get inspired by them. So you guys, thank you for coming, and and I will not be back next week for the live because that is Thanksgiving here in America. So next week there will be no live. The week after that, it will be the first week of December, and I will be doing December Daily live with you guys. So I will be working on my album, on the story of the day, and then I also have prepped an album for my brother and sister-in-law. So my plan is to do my page and then batch their pages for their book, because this one I'm doing super simply. Like, I don't want this to be complicated like mine is. So that is the plan for 2 weeks from today. So hopefully I will see you guys then. And yeah, until then, you guys have a great rest of your evening, of your night, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, you all.